Hi, this is Craig, and in this episode you're going to see Janice and I sailing up to Constance Bay, our favorite anchorage. And what makes Constance Bay so good? It's probably all the sandy beaches and the trails in the forest, but there's a lot of other good things too. In a perfect world, we like to get 10,000 steps a day in, and that's not very easy to do on a boat. That's why we like to use our dinghy to go to shore and get some exercise. And it wouldn't be a cruising off-duty episode if there wasn't some drone footage, and that's at the very end. So stay tuned. Okay, it's Friday, June 26th, and I'm sailing.
What? August.
Sorry. Start again. It's Friday, August 26th. Where did I get June from? Anyways, I'm sailing, and I am with Janice this time. Yay! Usually she meets me at Penny's lately, but today we're sailing, and we're just passing Crystal Bay. Of course, the wind is coming straight down the river, so we're having to tack back and forth a million times. But we're going to take advantage of the wind while we have it, because it's supposed to die around 6 p.m. and then we will just be motoring the rest of the way. We're going to
Constance Bay.
Mm-hmm. Is that your favorite anchorage?
Yep.
It's your favorite anchorage?
The best one.
We're thinking if we were going to sail, we were going to only make it to Penny's, but if we give up on sailing when the wind dies, we'll motor all the rest of the way to Constance, and that'll be our final destination for the weekend. Sunday's supposed to rain, but we're gonna tough it out.
Yep.
Be troopers.
Yep.
All right. So anything else you want to tell them?
See you there.
See you there, even if you don't live in Ottawa. All right. Wind is dying. We need to make it all the way to Constance, so we decided to give up on the sailing and motor the rest of the way. We're just passing Elmer Island, and since the autopilot's on and we're motoring, we're just sitting down to clam chowder. Hey, Janice.
Right. So I made myself.
Yeah, I wish it was homemade. No, it's canned stuff. But we're gonna make it to Constance by motoring. We would have probably never made it with the light wind sailing, and it's right on the nose. So I'll turn around here. You can see there's not a lot of waves. Shows you not a lot of wind. A few people still sailing, but they're probably just sailing around back to Shane and going back to the club maybe. But we need to make some progress. So the motor it is for now. To be going downwind would be so nice. It's almost sunset. We're pulling into Constance Bay. Really took our time. We were only doing like 4.1 knots the whole way, and now we're realizing we're kind of running out of light. Pick it up. Now we're doing like 4.7, 4.8 knots. Gotta get anchored before it's dark. We're at Constance Bay. We're gonna do a walk. As you can see, we got our, what are these things called?
Camelbacks.
Camelbacks, right. Yeah, water camelback backpacks. And Janice is pulling the dinghy in. This water in Constance Bay is nice. The sand is beautiful, but it's like 4 inches deep until you get way out there. There's our boat. So we dinghy until we see those weeds. I don't know if you can make out the weeds. There's some lily pads that sort of slow down our electric motor, and then we kind of just drag it like Janice is doing until we get into shore, because it's like 3 inches deep. Oh, and it drops a little deeper here. The water is nice and the sand is soft. Just gotta make sure you don't get your foot on one of these clams. Every once in a while there's a clam. But we love Constance Bay. The beaches are nice and sandy, and there's some nice trails in the forest that we like to hike in, get our 10,000 steps in. Right, Janice? Right. All right, just pull it up here near the thing. My turn? Okay. I guess I'm manual labor. So that's about as far in as we can bring our dinghy. It's literally 1 inch of water. Now we're gonna walk down this beach. until we get to another fire road. There's one fire road right beside where we anchored that there's stores at. But the entrance to the forest trails is down one fire road. So we just walk down this nice sandy beach until we get to the fire road, and then we make it to the trails. Beautiful day. Got no hills. Our boat and our friends Ian and Jocelyn on Barely Awake. That's what their boat's called. So this is the second fire road. Almost didn't see it. It's so obscured by grass. Fire road we're used to has
An actual road.
sand, yeah, like an actual, looks like a road. This looks just like a grass opening, but this is the one we want. Gets you from the beach over here to the road over here. Okay, we walk down Bayview Drive until we get to this church, St. Gabriel's. So if anybody else is looking to find the trails, walk, I guess it would be north on Bayview Drive, northwest, and then cut across the church's field here, front lawn. And in the back of the parking lot over there is the entrance to the trail system. All right, this is the entrance. And as you can see from the sign, no driving your car in here, which I don't know how that would ever be possible. So this is the trail. Generally, it always looks something like this. Sandy base. This whole Constance Bay piece of land is mostly built on sand. There's beautiful forest on either side. Can you hear the birds? Woodpecker. Okay, one thing we do like wearing all the time on the boat or when we're doing our hiking is these. These are our Keens. Mine are old. Mine are what, 2 years old? Mm-hmm. And Janice has the same style, newer ones. She's actually got 2 different versions. So we love these things. The good thing is, if you're hiking, these are good for the boat because they don't leave skid marks. The rubber doesn't come off. And if you're hiking or if you're on your boat and you hit a cleat, your toes are protected. Say hi, Janice.
Hello. Beautiful. We saw and heard a lot of birdies.
Yeah. And saw a lot of chipmunks walking through the pine forest. Or cedar forest, I guess. What is this? Oh, it's pine. That's like break my ankle. Oh, that's what happens when you're looking up while walking. And we're done our trail hike, heading back to the beach. Once we get back to the dinghy, I'm going to look at my phone, which should be keeping track of how many steps we've done. We're hoping we've made it to 10,000 steps today. Look at this beautiful sight. Got no hills. All the way across. And there's our boat over there. 10,445 steps.
Woo!
Sweet!
Now we can goof off the rest of the day.
Yeah, now we can goof off. In good conscience. Okay, doing a pan of Constance Bay just around a little after 5:30 p.m. That's white spray coming in now. And a power boater. And Ian and Jocelyn. First time out this year. Barely awake. There's Janice. With 2 drinks, mine and hers. She's not double fisting. So, that is that. There we go. I'm gonna hang out with those 2 probably when they get here.
Oh, we do any cleaning of the boat at all? No. No.
Look at the catfish.
Holy shit. This is what we swim among.
It's a crazy amount of catfish. It just rained, so we're thinking that because of the rain, the catfish are all at the surface. That is crazy. I've never seen this many. That is like nuts. I've never seen so many in one spot.
And they're all huge. Too bad they're not nice to eat. We'd get out a big fishing net right now.
I don't think they're loving the taste of flour tortillas.
Tortilla versus the beans and pork scraps.
Yeah, we threw some
that we went
beans
around.
and pork in, and that's what made them all come to the surface. Now they're like, yeah, whatever. Let's just whatever they throw in, we're gonna eat. Let's see if they. Yeah, there they go. They're like little sharks.
They look like little sharks. Bit here.
They're like bumping into each other trying to eat them.
That's all I got. Fishy fish. Oh dear.
Okay.
Steamy.
Yeah, it's very hot. Storm just went by over there. You can sort of see
Like it's
dark
better now.
clouds. And now we're about ready to leave Constance Bay, and it is hot. And
It is like being in a sauna right now.
there's no wind. The funny thing is, we just filmed on my other camera, is the catfish seem to all come to the surface right after the rain. And we just had dinner, or early dinner, threw some pork and beans in the water, and 20 catfish just going crazy at the surface. So that's something we haven't experienced before. So we'll know that for next time. After a rainstorm, we can throw in food and have a show. So anyways, we gotta start the engine, anchor. There's Ian and Jocelyn over there. So we're gonna unanchor and leave, and that'll be the end of our weekend.
Boo.
Boo. Just motoring back after a nice weekend at Constance Bay. Here's passing pennies. I'm about to pack up all my electronics while Janice just keeps an eye on things. The autopilot does all the steering. Right, Janice?
Yep. We're about to pass the burned house spot. Over there.
Yeah, if you saw that episode, the house that burned down is over there on the hill. Although we looked with binoculars, you can't see it. It's just a foundation. So, foundation and a bunch of scrap wood. So, it was a good weekend, though.
Beautiful. Very
Yes,
nice.
very nice. Well, that's it for this episode. Talk to you later.